everyone. Thank you for watching MommyTalkShow.com. Today we are talking about the Disney Dreamers Academy, and I am joined by Tracey Powell. She is the Disney Vice President of Global Initiatives and Integrations, as well as the Disney Dreamers Academy Executive Champion. Hi, Tracey.
Hi, Joyce. Thanks for having us.
Oh, sure. I found out about this. Of course, I've been actually hearing about the Disney Dreamers Academy on the Steve Harvey Morning Show for a while. But when I was down there at the Niche Parent Conference, I heard a representative talk about it, and I wanted to remind my audience that if they have high school students, ages 13 to 19, that they can apply to the Disney Dreamers Academy. So can you tell us about the deadline? I know it's tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So what can folks do with that deadline to get their application in?
Okay, and you're absolutely right. So the deadline is tomorrow, October 31st. So we are encouraging all high school students that can hear this message to apply. And it's super easy. They only have to go to DisneyDreamersAcademy.com, and on that website there's an online application process. It is incredibly easy. And it's 3 essay questions. And you would want to wonder, well, what are the questions? Do you have to come with great GPAs? Do you have to have a long list of activities? And the answer to that is absolutely not. There are 3 questions all about the student, and the student knows everything about themselves. And really at the core of it, Joyce, they just have to be able to articulate their dream. What is it that they have in mind for themselves? Not for what their mom or their dad may have for them, but for them. And then some of their experiences, and then people that have motivated them throughout their journey in life. Super easy.
Yeah, it sounds easy. So who is going to look at this application once they have submitted it online? What happens next?
Right. Well, as I've said, the deadline, and I'm going to say it probably a few times through the conversation, is tomorrow, and it's at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there's not really an opportunity to go past that. Once we flip over to November 1st, the window is closed for this period. But once it closes, we will go and take all of the applicants and really just read through the essays and understand the stories. And so there is a group of judges that we have every year that are very integrated and involved in Disney Dreamers Academy with Steve Harvey and Essence Magazine. And Steve's one of them, along with representatives from Essence Magazine and other celebrities and community leaders that we get together, and that will actually happen November 22nd. We'll be in New York this year, and so we will just sift through those applications, and those that are able to articulate their stories, we try and come to that, make those decisions right at that time. After that point, we will be getting in contact with the 100 high school students sometime in December, and we will be able to take it from there, and then the event will actually be in March.
So tell us what happens during that 3-day event in March. I know it's 3 days. You know, they're invited down to Disney World with a parent or guardian, I think.
Absolutely.
What happens there to help them realize their dreams, or at least formulate their dreams, or start thinking bigger?
Right. Well, as soon as we come up with the 100 and they have been selected and communicated, really the engagement starts from that point. So that high school student, which becomes our dreamer, and that's what we call them the entire weekend, our dreamers, along with their chaperone, so it could be a parent or someone that's very important to them, come down for an all-expense paid trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. What better way, especially in March? And during that 4-day experience, so it's Thursday to Sunday, we start off the weekend with a bang. And so we have Steve Harvey, Essence Magazine, and they get an opportunity to really not only hear from the people that support and mentors that are part of it, but really get one-on-one time with the celebrities, with the professionals. And the weekend starts right away on Thursday, and we kick off, and they get an opportunity to explore their dreams even further. So we have what we call deep dives. So areas that they may be very interested in. It could be culinary, it could be medical, it could be journalism. The sky is really the limit in terms of really getting deep understanding of areas that will hopefully jumpstart their thoughts on what they want to do going forward. Then we also have what we call skimmer experiences that are more in broad settings. So we'll have an opportunity for motivational speakers, celebrities, opportunities for the boys to be able to learn how to tie ties. Believe it or not, not every boy knows how to tie a tie. So those dreamers get an opportunity to do that. We have fashion. We have opportunities for them to play at Walt Disney World also. How could you dare come to Walt Disney World and not have an opportunity to be immersed in our park? So we make sure we give a lot of time for our dreamers to really still be kids and really enjoy the experience. Because again, sometimes this may be the very first trip to Walt Disney World.
Okay, is it
And
bad?
I'd also just maybe add, Joyce, I'm sorry to interrupt, but at the end of this 3-day experience on Sunday, we have what we call a commencement. And so it really kind of brings the whole weekend together. And what we see at the end of the weekend is we see 100 high school students that are dreamers come in a little apprehensive, a little nervous, not really sure what to expect for the weekend. But by the end of the weekend on that commencement day, we see transformation. And really, that's what the Dreamers Academy is all about. Our goal is to really be able to allow the dreamers to dream, not only dream, but dream big. Then during the weekend, explore the possibilities of those dreams. And then by Sunday, hopefully we've given them the jump start to really bring it to fruition.
Okay, is it bad that I'm jealous that this wasn't around when I was 13 or 19 years old?
Both, Joyce. I'm like, the dreamers are fantastic. I'm like, they have thought about things that I didn't even think about when I was 16. So.
Right, and the people that they're going to have access to, I mean, when you go to DisneyDreamersAcademy.com and look at some of the, the mentors that you mentioned, not just Steve Harvey, but some of the people who work in all of these different industries. I mean, to be able to sit down and talk to them when you're a teenager,
absolutely.
I mean, is just great.
Oh, absolutely. And Steve takes time, and it's not just a matter of his name being on the program. He is really dedicated to the program. He spends time throughout the weekend really sharing stories, really getting them excited and motivated about their individual journey. It's not the same for everyone. Yolanda Adams, she comes and she spends a lot of time during the weekend. Terrence J., I mean, the list goes on and on. And then you have those that are professionals in their careers where they are experts and they help to be able to develop that idea a little bit more for the dreamers. So we are really excited to have such a huge list of people that give of their time and their talent to be able to pour into our dreamers.
All right, well, I have 2 more questions, and I know you're busy. My next question is, what has happened to some of the students who have graduated and finished the Disney Dreamers Academy? What kind of stories and feedback have you heard from them after they complete this?
Wow, that is a great question. We keep in touch with our dreamers, and we have a little bit of a network for the alumni. We call them alumni once they graduate from the Dreamers Academy. And we've had the ability to be able to stay connected with several of them. Many of them have gone off to college. Many have started companies and are very successful in those companies. Others have stayed very connected to Dreamers Academy. So we have a program called the Disney Dreamers Academy Champions. And so what we do is have an application process or an audition process, and we will have 3 to 4 dreamers, previous dreamers, that are champions for the program. So they actually become ambassadors, and they represent the program throughout the country. And then they also come back during the weekend to help us with the new dreamers. So we have an opportunity to really stay connected. I stay individually connected with several and have become mentors for them. It's just unbelievable what they have been able to do and how this experience transformed their life.
And then, Tracey, just remind folks again of the deadline. It's tomorrow, October 31st, 2014. They can go online and fill out the application online, because clearly by now it won't reach Florida in enough time. So They can do everything online, right?
Right. They absolutely should do everything online just to be safe. Take care of it today if possible, because the more demand that we get on the website might run into some challenges. Don't want that to happen. But by 11:59, October 31st, they should have that application in, and the website is DisneyDreamersAcademy.com.
All right, Tracey Powell, thank you so much for joining us. Tracey is the Disney Dreamers Academy Executive Champion and Vice President of Global Initiatives and Integrations at Walt Disney World. thank you, Tracey, for telling my audience of moms, about this. My son is too young for this, but I hope it's still around in 9 years when he's 13.
I know. Let's hope so. Well, thank you, Joyce, for having us again, and thank you so much to all of your viewers for watching.
All right. Take care, Tracey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I stopped the broadcast.